There's some good news coming out of Washington this week, and that is Secure 2.0. This bill is full of new benefits and options for IRA and 401k investors. The bill passed the House 414 to 5. That's right, 414 to 5. I don't know how long it's been since we've had such overwhelming support for a bill, but this has had bipartisan support. It's now at the Senate, which has its own similar version of the bill on retirement provisions known as Portman-Cardin. And that's working its way through the Senate right now. Okay, let's hit the good news. There's good news on Roths, on RMDs, and on prohibited transactions. First though, Rothification. We have 3 areas where we now get to do Roths that we never got to do before. First, Roth SEP IRAs. That's right, Roth SEP IRAs. Under current law right now, you can only make traditional IRA contributions to a SEP. They're always traditional dollars. Under the new bill though, you can make Roth contributions to a SEP IRA. You could be saving $61,000 a year in a Roth, now under the SEP IRA rules. Right now, you can only do $6,000 a year in a Roth. This is going to be huge for those that are self-employed and want to do a Roth SEP IRA. Now, second, we have Roth Simple IRAs. Under current rules, Simple IRAs can only be traditional. But again, under this new bill, Simple IRA contributions can now be Roth if you want to choose that. Simple IRAs are popular for small business, but we've always kind of knocked them in our office because you can only do traditional contributions, and it's not fair. In a 401k, you could do traditional or Roth, but Simple IRAs always had to be traditional only. Under this new bill though, Simple IRAs, you have a Roth option. You can be doing $14,000 a year in a Simple IRA, and those can be entirely Roth dollars. Okay, third, there's more. There's more Rothification. Employer 401ks. When you contribute to a 401k, you can do traditional or Roth on the employee contribution. But under current law, the employer contribution, sometimes called the match, must be traditional dollars. But under the new bill, for 401ks, including solo 401ks, the employer contribution, the match, can be Roth. That is a huge win. Again, more Roth dollars going into retirement accounts. So bottom line on Roth, the bill opens up more options for IRAs and 401ks to do Roth. And that's a powerful tool because investors want tax-free growth and distributions. There's more benefits in the bill. RMD, required minimum distributions. That's the age that's got to start pulling money out of your traditional IRA. Right now it's 72, but that's getting moved to 73 beginning in 2023, and eventually it'll be 75. RMD will be age 75 in 2033. Bottom line here is you're going to have more time to keep your funds invested before you have to start pulling them out when RMD hits. Now that's good news. Last but not least, the death penalty to IRAs if you engage in a prohibited transaction. Now this is something I've been working really hard to change. Under current law, let's say you had a $100,000 account, you engage in a $10,000 prohibited transaction, your whole $100,000 IRA is penalized and distributed for that mistake. Under the new bill though, only the $10,000 involved would be subject to the prohibited transaction rules and would be distributed out of your account. That's a huge win, only penalizing the amount involved. This is how it works for 401ks and employer plans, where only the amount involved in the prohibited transaction is penalized. That's how it's going to work in IRAs as well, so long as this bill passes and moves forward in the Senate. Please like and share this message. Remember, this passed the House with overwhelming support, but it still needs to pass the Senate. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed as well. I'll be doing updates on what's going on this bill and other legislation. And I hope this message and others helps you better take control of your retirement.